Hello everyone, velveteenduck here. Let's start this guide off about wisdom with a question. Let's say you have a new character with significantly less than level 200 wisdom. What type of rune should you be upgrading with your rune dust first? A. Rune of Devastation for critical value. B. Rune of Celerity for attack speed. C. Rune of Vigor for damage. Or D. Rune of the Wisdom Seeker for increased wisdom drop. Leave your answer and discuss in the comments below. I'm going to tell you my answer a little bit later in this video along with my rationale. As well, if this guide does end up being helpful to you guys, please do leave a like and subscribe to help support the channel. So, what is wisdom? Wisdom is a very important secondary tree that you unlock starting at level 30. You collect drops of ancient wisdom to level it up. The maximum wisdom level a player can currently get is level 300. Points can be spent on unlocking crucial bonuses to your stats, so it's so important that a player with maxed out gems and equipment with no wisdom would be at half strength at best. This guide doesn't cover how to distribute the wisdom points that you already have. That said, if you do need help with that, you can always visit our build review live streams. Currently scheduled for Wednesdays at 10 AM Mountain Standard Time, available on both Twitch and YouTube. You can either take a look at advice offered to other players, or submit your own build for review. So, how does one go about obtaining wisdom? There is a chance for any worthy monsters to drop some. By the way, in case you didn't know, worthy monsters are defined as monsters from 5 levels below your own level to a maximum of 45 levels above your own level. So, as a level 100 player, I can farm anything from level 95 to level 145 and potentially get wisdom drops. However, drops from worthy monsters are pretty hard to come by, so it's better to rely on some other methods. One of the best places to obtain wisdom is from the Sentinel chest. Sentinel chests can be found by clearing scaling dungeons on painful or higher, and then killing the Sentinel. Commonly farmed maps are Stonekeep and Foxorific Burrow of Investigation, as these maps are short so you can clear it fairly quickly for the chest. Wisdom drops are not guaranteed from the chest, but it does drop with a very high frequency. Bosses also have a decent chance of dropping wisdom, but unless your character is already quite strong, in which case you probably don't need this guide.
What do you mean?
The amount of time you spend to kill the boss is not even close to proportional to the amount of wisdom that you could get. Daily quests can also be a decent source of wisdom. The left side category can offer up to 80 to 90 wisdom for parallel world bloodshed quests if you're strong enough to take the mission. Please remember that shuffling these quests costs 40 Endermans a pop unless you have premium or deluxe, then you can shuffle for free. As well, some days there will be wisdom available from the cumulative daily quest rewards. Speaking of premium or deluxe, if you have it active, you can collect mystic cubes while killing worthy monsters. Cubes have a fairly decent chance of giving wisdom, so it's possible to level wisdom much faster with the help of cubes. By the way, you may have seen this infographic floating around on social media and various official DSO channels. I'm actually quite unsure what level you would need to be to get a stack of 20 wisdom from the cubes. I was opening legendary mystic cubes at level 100 and I would see stacks below 20 all the time. If you aren't able to purchase your own premium or deluxe for whatever reason, make sure you keep your eyes peeled for bonus codes. You can occasionally purchase some from Jesse O'Barker and Kings Hill using community coins as well. Let's not forget that if you have more than one character, your characters with lower wisdom level will benefit from something called the Mentor bonus, which applies a plus 100% increased ancient wisdom buff. While it is possible to bounce the Mentor bonus back and forth between multiple characters, I don't personally do it. However, I do know some people who do. I mean, look at this guy on Tegan. He's even named his character Mentor bonus. Okay, so back on the question that I posed at the start of the video. I really hope you picked option D, Runes of the Wisdom Seeker. Here's why. For characters significantly below level 200 wisdom, you simply don't have very high absolute modifiers on your characters. Runes offer a percentage modifier, meaning you need something of substance for it to modify. If you have a 1,000,000% modifier, but a 0 absolute modifier, 1,000,000% times 0 is still 0. So, in order for the runes to be effective, you need to have some absolute modifiers built into your character first. How do you get those absolute modifiers? Well, equipment, gems, and... oh yeah, wisdom. Therefore, you need to upgrade your wisdom runes in order to build those absolute values quickly, so your other runes will actually be useful to your character. After you reach level 200 wisdom or so, you'll be able to upgrade nearly everything except for some convenience features such as faster mounting or home teleport. So it's up to you what you want to do with your runes of Wisdom Seeker at that point. And just a little tip here, the bonus offered by these wisdom runes state that it applies to drops. We often think of drops as the one from worthy monsters, but this bonus actually applies to Sentinel chests, individual daily quests, and the cumulative daily quest rewards. The only thing I could find that it didn't seem to apply to are the piles of wisdom from Mystic Cubes. You can obtain the Rune of the Wisdom Seeker as a drop from elites in Infernal mode and above, as well as purchasing it from Zoompi with clovers, Nob with drakens, and Salvender with materia fragments. I don't really recommend buying the runes if possible, as it's quite pricey at the moment, but all the rune dust that you obtain as a new character should be used to upgrade 5 runes of the Wisdom Seeker to Legendary tier, so they each give 30% increased wisdom for a total of 150%. Runes of the Wisdom Seeker also require less rune dust to upgrade than most other runes. Doubtless, there will be a few souls out there who are going to ask, "You say such good things about the runes of the Wisdom Seeker. What about the Rune of the Scholar?" If you have a stable, permanent group of 5 players that you normally play with, and everybody's willing to invest their rune dust into this rune, then it can be a viable option. But this rune is a lot more expensive to upgrade than the runes of the Wisdom Seeker, so if you normally play with random players or solo, I would not advise wasting a precious rune trinket slot on this particular rune. Speaking of group play, I'll quickly explain its importance in wisdom farming. Each player can max out the group talent called Scholar to 5%. If they have a legendary Rune of the Scholar, that's an additional 5% for a sum of 10%. Each player's wisdom bonus adds up as long as they are within range of each other, creating a possible total of 50%. You'll know you're in range when the group indicator on the right side has an orange light around the level icon. If you look closely at what I'm doing here, when I walk out of range from my group member, my wisdom bonus drops to 150%. When I'm back in range, it increases to 160% as each of us contributes 5%. That means that the bonuses from different sources of wisdom increase can all stack together. So, do you have any tips and tricks that weren't mentioned in this video? If you do, leave it in the comments below and help out your fellow player. Thanks so much, and see you again next time!